Yes, hello. Welcome to a brand new series. Maybe this project will actually see the finish line in a couple of weeks. One of the things that I've noticed since I've been playing Planet Coaster now since, I don't know, what has it been, 2016, 2017, 6, 7 years. One of the things that I've learned is that there's only so many hours that you can dedicate to one project. And if you do more than that, or if you try to put more into it, then you get overwhelmed. You burn out, and your mind goes wandering to a new project. I've noticed the same phenomenon in city skylines, and I don't know how it is for you guys, but to me it just seems that there's only so much time that I can or want to spend in one project. And so with that, I decided to do something that I haven't done before, and that is to limit myself with a tiny little area of 60 by 60 tiles, taking a page from Masked Bandit's book there, who did a wonderful park of 50 by 50 tiles. And so me being me, of course, I had to one-up him, and therefore I go with 60 by 60. Now, this map that I created in about a day or two is extremely simple, but in my humble opinion, extremely effective as well. Obviously, it's set somewhere in the mountains, could be the Alps, could be anywhere really, I guess. By the way, isn't this just the strangest map? Is this humongous lake surrounded by mountains, and then it's an island within... I don't know, it's just, I mean, what am I looking at, really? I truly wish that if we ever get to see a second Planet Coaster, that we have a terrain generator or a map builder, like you would see in City Skylines. Because this whole, 4 or 5 map thing doesn't really do it for me. Either way, what do we have here? We've got a village. Why? Because I wanted the park area to be sort of fenced off, to be bordered by a couple of elements. One would be a village, and the other would be a road with some pastures. It's this area. The other would be a creek with a bit of a lake at the end. And the fourth part would be the railway. And we're just going to pretend like all of this in the middle used to be farmland or pastures or whatever not. Obviously, I could spend many hours detailing that, but then again, if you've watched the first minute of my video, then you remember that I said there's only so much time that I can spend in a project, so we'll just have to make do with this 60 by 60-ish square. Let's see, what do we have? We've got a tunnel with some sort of a rural, like a country road. Obviously, everything has to come somewhere from within a mountain, right? You sort of have to fade everything in. So the river somehow comes out from underground. The mountain comes from out of a tunnel. There's the railway right here that also, guess what, comes from underground. Yeah, that's just the way you have to sort of suspend belief with these kind of maps. But anyway, the road crosses the little creek. Then there's a small meandering road taking you to the campsite at the lake right here. This could be one of those bassin lakes, I imagine. So we'll just pretend, or maybe one day I'll build an actual dam here. Then there is the road on the other side of the creek. There's a pasture with beautiful plastic cows. There's a shed. There's another shed. There's a village. And that's pretty much it. That's the premise for the new park. The village itself is absolutely undetailed. It's basically the same structure over and over again in different directions, and sometimes copy-pasted or intertwined. But it has no windows, it has no doors. It really has nothing. Randomly placed chimneys, something of a church in the middle, and that's about it. Because quite frankly, you're not going to see too much when you're in the park. And maybe there's a drop tower you get to this ride before you go down again. And so you'll see a bit of the roofs. And, you know, that's as much detail as I need, to be honest. What else do we have? Maybe one day I could imagine that we build a train station here, and then it will get a side entrance. Could be a nice people spawning point. From that roundabout, you would take an almost 180-degree curve, and then a 90-degree, and that should take you to a rather modest parking lot. I reckon that's going to be here, sort of a what do you call them? Those stingray-shaped parking lot. A plaza, an entrance plaza here. That's that half circle, and no, and then the rest is just going to be park. And just to give you a bit of an impression of the scale, let's see. Let's take one of those prefabricated coasters. I don't know, something that... let's just take a boomerang. Yeah, so it's tiny. I've absolutely no idea what I'm going to build. I think I don't want it to be too much of a thrilling amusement park. I can imagine a lot of kiddie rides. Of course, we have a severe lack of true kiddie rides, but we're going to do our best. It's gotta have fireworks at night, so expect something of either a central lake, which is always nice, you know, having a loop with a lake in the middle, and then just have some lands around it. Or maybe it's too small for that, and it's just going to have a bit of a boulevard stretch, then something of a weenie. It's not going to be the Opera House. I don't know if some of you have seen it on my Twitter maybe. I built a beautiful opera house a couple of weeks back, and it'd be a really nice structure, but I think it's going to be too opulent for this kind of park. So honestly, we'll see what I end up with, but it's going to be small, it's going to be delightful, and it's going to get finished. That's probably the main selling point, to actually finish a park. So there you have it. That's the update. Not too long, not too boring, I should hope. And then the next video, I reckon we'll have something of a parking lot, entrance plaza, maybe even a couple of shops in the first ride or two, and we'll just take it from there. As always, thank you for watching, stay crispy, and bye-bye.